So hello. So this video is all about uh, stammering. Okay. So if you don't know, I have a problem that is a stammering problem. Okay. I sometimes while speaking, I stammer. Okay. And stammer means there's a defect in my speech. The thing is that it's a problem, it is a disease, okay, which do not have any treatment, unfortunately. Okay, so you may go for speech therapies, you may go to do some things like that, you may practice speech, but the reality is that it can never diminish. Okay, some percentage of stammering will always be there and you can't really do anything about that. Famous people, if I talk about that, Dipinder Goyal, the CEO of Zomato, he also had that has that same problem. Okay, that means he stammers a lot, and in interviews, in various meetings, okay, sometimes we have seen clips of him stammering. So the thing is that how it feels for a person uh, who stammers, okay, how he tackles it. Like, I am the one, I am also a victim of stammering, so I can relate with that. And although this problem, the intensity of stammering can vary from person to person. And let me tell you everything I know about stammering. Okay, my experience and how I handle it. Sometimes I can't, it's a very embarrassing moment, by the way, but it is a problem which a lot of people don't know. And sometimes they mock people who stammer, and it really feels bad. Okay, if you have a stammering and you I know you can't do anything about that. Just imagine, it's just a disability. You can see right now it is stammering. So it is just a disability which people can't see, but it is there. And people mock, like, hey, bro, please stop. You don't have to speak. Stop. The thing is that it really hampers your social life, and it really hampers your professional life. Okay, so if you are someone who is into professionalism, like if you're a lawyer, or if you are someone who is most probably working in any public uh, in some public venues, let's say as a lawyer or as a manager, CEO, like any of those posts, you have to be a very good public speaker. You have seen a lot of CEOs, okay, they are good public speakers. They know how to talk, right? Top lawyers, you have seen them, they are very articulate, they know what to say, they know how to structure the speech, and they also know how to use vocabularies and how to control the crowd. But unfortunately, if you are a person who has stammering, okay, it's very hard for you to do all these things. I mean, when I'm alone at that time, let's say I'm recording this video in my room, so in this time I'm seeing that I'm not stammering a lot. But when I'm on the stage, let's say I'm giving a presentation, or let's say I'm having a speech, okay, let's say, at that time I become nervous, and it makes me to stammer. And it is a very pathetic problem, because it sounds funny because you repeat a word for your expressions changes. Okay, you're like, whenever you speak something, let's say you are stammering on a particular word, okay, you are struggling to say that word um, for a long period of time, and your your facial expressions changes. It's a very pathetic condition that you can have. Let's say, a thing is that you can't actually understand that, you can't actually deny the fact that you don't have stammering. So stammering is a problem. You can't rectify that problem. Although you can, through speech therapy and through all those practices, through singing, you can decrease the intensity of stammering, but ultimately it's impossible to diminish the effect of stammering completely. So how I tackle it, because it's important. And I identify myself as an introvert. Okay, introvert means not so much. I hang out with my friends, and I am kind of social in some. I can say that I'm an ambivert person. Okay, so I'm not too much introverted, too much extrovert. No, spectrum of me in introvertism is more. Okay, so okay, the thing is that how I tackle these things. Number one, I breathe, I focus on my breathe, okay, and I focus on my spacing in the words. So whenever I am speaking without noticing my breathing pattern, at that time I face these stammering issues. Like sometimes I speak fast, at that time it happens. Uh, so what I do is that whenever I'm speaking, okay, I try to control myself. Okay, control means uh, I become very conscious when it comes to speaking. Okay, I make sure that I'm thinking every single time when it comes to my breathing pattern and my tempo of my speech. I by speaking too fast, okay, it really hampers my stability, and it really invites the stammering. So the first tip is that talk slowly, okay, and tip two is actually control. Okay, notice your breathing pattern. How you are actually breathing. Okay, because when you're nervous, you will notice that your breathing pattern will become fast because of the heartbeat. All those things. Yes, so you will sweat a lot, stuff like that. So the thing is that to actually control yourself, you can do meditations. And another thing is that, okay, you have to face your fears. Okay, I know if you're an introvert, and on the top of that, if you're a stammered person, then it's a deadly combination. I mean, I know that because I am that person. Okay, so I know that if you're an introvert, okay, who don't like social outgoings much, and on top of that you are a person who stammers, I mean, for you becoming social will be next to impossible, because you will have a lot of insecurities, right? First of all, you're an introvert, so you don't know how to interact with people. Second, you have a stammering problem. That means you will always have a fear of stammering. Okay, that is a very very bad fear actually, and it really sticks with you for, I think, for the rest of your life. So number one is go out. Okay, if not with your friends, I will say that go alone, order food, okay, from the restaurants. If you want to go there, you're going to Starbucks, go and just order some food on your own. Talk to the receptionist, okay, for some time. Like if you can do that, it's fine. If not, practice hard and make a goal that the thing is that you have to practice talking, unfortunately, is the truth. So because of some deformities that you have, let's say in your birth, this problem of stammering is there. Okay, a lot of people are there actually. Okay, and majority of the boys faces this problem. I have seen very I haven't seen any girl who stammers. Okay, but I know some of the people who stammers a lot, and majority of the people are boys. Okay, so actually how to fix this? And I mean that you have to practice a lot. But how you can practice? Number one is you have to be conscious every single time you are speaking. Take pauses. Okay, pauses. Like, let's say it is a sentence that, let's say I want to speak some specific sentence. And I know that if I speak this sentence in a fast manner, I will stammer. So I will speak it slowly, number one. Now, I know some words like some letters or some alphabets. T, M, like this thing, or T, this is the thing. So if that is a problem for you, you have to understand that uh, take pauses. Let's say tomato. While uttering this word, take pause before that. And now with consciousness, you say tomato. uh, it is a kind of a practice game. The more you practice, the more you will improve. The next thing is that you can practice some vocal exercises, or let some mouth exercise. Like you can sing. If you know how to sing, sing songs. Okay, do some riyaz. I mean, if you are a classically trained singer, if not, if you have any kind of instruments in your home, try to sing through that. Okay, I have seen that whenever I'm singing, I'm not stuttering. Okay, the stammering problem is not there actually when I'm singing. Everything. Next thing is to actually use the help. Please take the help of expressions, because expressions is what really overshadows your stammering problems. Okay, so what is expressions? Like, there are two ways of speaking. Okay, number one. Okay, let's take an example. Okay, so there are two things of that, and number one is this, and number one is this, that, and this is the example number one. Number two is that if you smile a bit, I mean, it doesn't work every single time, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let's say you are speaking with someone and you're smiling, and you have a smile in your face, which is great. I mean, don't smile too much, it will look awkward. Smile, but smile in limitation. Okay, now whenever you're smiling, number one, you are activating your facial expressions, and what you're doing is that your whole words, okay, the thing that you're telling right now, the focus is now in your expressions and not in your words. Okay, so number two. Number three is that use hand gestures, because it's again what I say. Let's say that you stammer a lot, okay, and you want to overshadow your stammering through some things. Use expressions and use hand gestures. Okay, it will really help you. Right now I'm using this technique. Do not stutter, because always there is a a tendency to stutter, and it happens, and you can't help it. Okay, so the only way by which you can do those things is actually using these small techniques, because it will really help you. Okay, so I think this is the video. Okay, I have just thought about this video for a long period of time, but I never made it. But here is it. How was that? Please tell me. And the thing is that don't feel insecure. Okay, you have a lot of people have a lot of problems in their life, my dear friends. Some people don't have limbs. Some people don't have legs. Some people don't have they don't have hands. Some people don't have fingers. Okay, so people have a lot of problems, and the things that if you have any particular kind of disabilities, uh, I mean, don't feel sad for that. Okay, because of course the world is not, life is not fair, by the way. But the thing is that you have to understand, you have to acknowledge your problems and try to fight that. Okay, so if you can do that, it's great. And another thing, always try to improve, because I am also doing the same thing. I know that I have, it's a very hell of a pressure, man. The thing is that if you are going outside, I mean, you're talking to anyone, you're stammering, you're stuttering, on that point of time your half of the confidence goes up. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter with what you do, what you don't do, affirmations, blah blah blah, doesn't work when you stutter. So the only way is that take pauses, take control of yourself, because a lot of times you are unconscious, you don't know what you're doing, and you are actually unconsciously speaking And yeah, I know speaking is an unconscious act, but it shouldn't. It should not be an unconscious act. Be conscious about that, okay? Speak very carefully, think about it, okay? uh, by doing that, you will see that you are choosing good words, good phrases, and ultimately your overall speaking skills will improve, okay? That's all. I think this video is a bit long, but yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it. Thank you so much.